And good morning. Welcome to Kelowna Now Live. It's Friday, and we'll get to our 5-day weather forecast for the weekend coming up here in just a moment. First off, our headlines. Hundreds of artificial Christmas trees have been sold through Home Depot, have now been recalled due to a fire hazard.
Yeah, so those were sold in October, November of this year, and they should be unplugged and returned in exchange for a full refund. Health Canada said that as of November 21st, there have been no reports of injuries involving the product.
The box that you're looking for is under the label
Home Decorators Collection.
Yeah.
And they were made in China. According to the agency, 883 of the trees were sold across Canada during the 2 months they were on sale. Looks like a pretty tree.
Yeah.
Catching on fire, not so good though, right?
Oh, not a very Merry Christmas there. Alberta is planning to stop photo radar from being used as a cash cow.
I mean, I've been in Alberta a few times, and you see this. My daughter living there, and she's just like, "Oh, watch out for that one, that one, that one." I guess they knew where they were, but they were like fishing ponds, right? It's easy to catch people in those, and so they're banning them on ring roads next month, and negotiating with smaller municipalities to remove them in what's deemed as fishing holes. So they generated a lot of money too, right? The province has $171 million have made from photo radar in the most recent fiscal year, and that 40% of that went to the municipalities. So some of them maybe not that keen on getting rid of it, right? Photo radar was introduced in Alberta in 1987, and they had almost 2,400 sites.
Oh,
wow!
Whoa.
So, I wonder what.
And they're banning all 2,400 sites.
No, I think just in some of the ring roads and stuff like that. They're going to have them in schools, playgrounds, construction zones, and stuff like that. So where they really want traffic to slow down, and that's in Edmonton and Calgary to start. I'm sure some of the other provinces looking at it's like $171 million. We could use that.
Well, it looks like Highway 97 will be temporarily closed again today, just north of Summerland.
Yeah, starting at 11 again, the crews will be doing more blasting work at that rock slide between Callan Road and the Okanagan Lake Provincial Park. The closure is expected to be finished around 12:30. So again, if you're out in that area, stop for lunch and on either side, Summerland or Peachland, and wait. Instead of waiting in the roadway there, you can.
It'll be a little chilly today on the roadway there, so
you might have a heater in your car. Again, check Drive BC whenever you're traveling, especially if you're traveling out in the mountain passes. It's supposed to be a nice weekend, though. The weather looks fairly
decent.
Good, right?
Yeah, mixed sun and cloud all weekend, really. The Tree of Hope will be lit tonight, and that always brings along with it a holiday market.
Yeah, so right here in our own landmark district, the Tree of Hope's getting lit tonight. That's always, we can watch it out of our window. But yeah, so the Tree of Hope, and it's kind of like a little winter wonderland. They will be holding a winter wonderland holiday market.
That is the tree
from 6 to 9.
You'll see driving by the landmark towers there, just for those who.
There you go. So if you want to check out a Christmas market at the same time, you can do that.
Earlier this week, UBCO student athletes were honored for their academic achievements accomplished this last school year.
There you go. In total, 96 athletes were recognized for achieving an 80% average or better, representing 40% of the student athlete population. So that's not bad, 40%.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Of the 96 athletes, 72 were registered as U Sports Academic All-Canadians, and the other 24 were celebrated as HEAT scholars, since not all of the HEAT programs fall under the U Sports umbrella. You can see the full list if you go to KelownaNow.com.
All right. The BC government is looking at using the carbon tax to lower BC hydro bills. This is what they're talking about internally, it says.
Apparently, the cabinet minister dropped a memo and somebody else picked it up and leaked it. You can actually see that memo on our site too. Yeah, so they're saying possibly using some of the carbon tax funds to reduce BC hydro bills. She says she can't tell you where she dropped the memo, but she did drop it. So there's notes that she wrote on it. There's something that can happen. It's not great. Anyway, take that for what it is.
I guess, right? Like, that's what it is. Residential project in Southwest Mission to get another look from City Council. It's a townhouse development there.
In the Ponds neighborhood, we'll be getting another chance in front of Kelowna Council next week. A rezoning application for 949 Houston Court, which is located Southwest Mission, will be back in front of Council after being rejected earlier this year. EBQN architects are looking to rezone the property to MF2. Townhouse zoning will facilitate a multi-family development that would see construction of 28 new residential units. That would include 4 single-family homes and 12 duplexes with 62 parking spaces. I mean, it looks fairly pretty.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that barren. There's a lot of mountain there. That rendering looks
It's a little pixelated too. BC man facing multiple charges in a $10 million cryptocurrency home invasion theft. How does that happen?
That's scary because that happened in Richmond. Multiple charges laid against a 34-year-old man allegedly involved in a September 22 home invasion where thieves made off with $10 million in cryptocurrency. After a lengthy and complex investigation began after thieves impersonating police officers broke into a home and tied up a middle-aged couple, assaulting them and confining them for hours, obviously trying to make them give up their passwords or whatever.
Right.
Mounties say the armed suspects made off with $10 million in unspecified cryptocurrency, maybe some of it was FTX, and luxury goods, leaving the couple badly shaken up. Mounties say the BC Prosecution Service approved 11 charges against Jin Dan Jing, a 34-year-old Richmond resident, including the break and enter, robbery with a weapon, unlawful confinement, assault with a weapon, use of an imitation firearm, extortion, possession of stolen property, and impersonating a police officer. Police say Jing is in custody and awaiting trial, and next court appearance is set for December 6th in Richmond. A lot of that crypto stuff in the news. And again, I think it was yesterday, 2 crypto exchanges were hacked and $100 and some million were $115 million, I think, were stolen. And then we seen the thing with Binance the other day where he's facing billions of dollars in fines and also probably some prison time. And obviously Spam Bank been freed with, FTX and that thing. So I don't know, like crypto.
It's still the Wild West with that, right?
They say it's unhackable. Obviously not. There's been quite a few hacks over time, right? So
yeah.
I don't know. Crazy world.
From our 5 Things file, which you can see at kelownanow.com, obviously top story there. Hostages being returned to Israel. It's a swap, really. Hamas gets some as well, or Palestinians as well, right? So
yeah, there's 50 hostages being returned to Israel in exchange for 150 Palestinian prisoners. So that ceasefire.
Well, you know what? That's, maybe hopefully positive progress and hopefully, steps forward.
Yeah.
All right. We have an event coming up. Do we have those pictures? You can learn all about this happening down in the South Okanagan. It's their Firenice Festival. The light up is in Oliver tonight. If you're down south, there's Christmas markets and lots of stuff happening. There's the fire. There's the ice down in Osoyoos. So you can learn more at kelownanow.com as well. And if you are interested in doing your Christmas shopping from your comfort of your laptop, and maybe saving.
Do you want to do weather first, or you want to do this first?
Oh, I don't know. Let's do the auction first.
Oh, sure.
Why don't we do that? We'll come to the weather after. And then here we have some things closing today. Maybe we'll just take a quick look at those. $50 gift certificate, Floral Designs by Lee. Nice pickup there. We got Basil and Mint. We've got Epic Events in Kelowna. Crimson Hair Salon with a $50 gift card. Parlor Ice Cream.
Who doesn't love ice cream?
I was going to pay double for that. Brow Lamination. That's a nice pick. We have, one adult entry for One Adventure Immersion Lab Winter Adventure Race.
There's that Kelowna Fill thing. My daughter was interested in that. She said that she likes to use that so that you're not, like buying all these plastic containers all the time. You just go there and refill your container.
Yeah, that's a great idea, isn't it?
I tried that. She bought me one, the shampoo on a bar, like it's a soap bar shampoo.
Oh yeah.
And it worked for a while, and then it just crumbled. Then it just became just this kind of like mess. It was really gritty.
Phil was nominated for an award during the Chamber of Commerce Excellence Awards. Yeah. All right, and the Kelowna 5-day weather forecast for ATB Wealth. Realize your vision of wealth at atb.com/wealth Kelowna. We are going to see a high of 3 degrees today. Those clouds that are up there will disperse a little bit. We'll see more sun, and tonight get down to around -6 for the weekend as we look out. Looks like it's going to be pretty much about the same mix of sun and cloud through the next few days. And we are looking for the next slide so that I can tell you some temps. There we are. More sun tomorrow. So still mix of sun and cloud, but more sun than cloud, and a high of 2 down to -5. Looks like sun and cloud and -4 for Sunday.
Monday looks mean.
It does, doesn't it? -4, -7. Nothing's getting above 0, and that trend continues for Tuesday as well. It's a bit brisk here this morning, and as I said, the clouds will burn off, and we'll see some sun.
I set my car this morning to defrost.
Yeah.
And I've never used it yet. And I got in there and I opened the door and just this blast of heat came out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
It was on
on your app, you just hit it?
Yeah, it's on the app, and then it just the car's not running. It just heats up the car. But I mean, I opened the door and it was just like an oven. It's like, whoa, that's
baking
a little
pizzas
hot.
in there. Oh, the grocery.
Oh, we have a video
to
show
end
you
on that, right?
From the files, the X files or whatever. This thing is kind of like a comedic, realistic look at people's feelings towards grocery prices lately.
Comedy comes because that's what gets us through these things.
I think so. I think it really shares a lot of what people are feeling, though, too, in a humorous kind of way.
Well, it's funny because it's true. So.
Sad,
yeah.
Great. Okay.
Oh, God. No.
Everything okay, ma'am?
It's just that you've only scanned a few items and it's already $60. I'm so scared.
Okay, I'm a trained professional, ma'am. I've scanned a lot of groceries. I need you to stay with me.
It's just that my in-laws are in town and they want a charcuterie board.
Well, this isn't gonna be easy, so I need you to be brave, all right? What's your name?
Patricia.
Trisha, all right. I need you to take a deep breath. We're about to do the cheese.
Oh, my God. The numbers are going up so fast. Why do we have to be a Balderson's house?
Don't look up there. It only makes it worse. Keep your eyes on me, okay?
Can't you just scan something less expensive?
I can, but let's not forget, it's the little things that add up, all right? Now brace yourself. I'm about to do the mixed nuts.
Oh, my God. I'm going to pass out.
Okay.
That pretty much sums it up.
It's funny, but it's I think a lot of people are experiencing that pain, and I think that really shows. Sometimes you have to laugh at it, but there definitely needs to be some help out there. With governments need to reduce some of the taxes and incentivize things. It's just interest rates need to come down, and taxes need to come down, and people need a chance to breathe.
A little bit of relief.
I mean, they talk about how that the interest rates are high to stave off inflation. It's forced rent and mortgages up higher, and that's one of the biggest costs.
Inflation.
And then energy is all in the food, right? So and I think some of the grocery stores, some of the grocery giants maybe need to take less profits and just start stepping stuff down. That's enough, right? They don't need to show record profits. Steady.
Yeah.
That's enough. And I think people can push back too, right? Just stop, just
get engaged, get active, let your voice be heard. I mean, that's really it, right?
I mean, they're dropping taxes now in many of the provinces other than British Columbia. And we did see that memo this morning that, they're considering doing some stuff without dropping taxes. Do you know what I mean? They're kind of trying to soft pedal this or whatever.
It sounds like the shell game, yeah.
I think that's going to backfire as well. People just want help, right? That's enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I thought it was going to be a laugher on the way out, but
I mean, it's funny, but it's kind of very serious as well, right?
It is. So thanks for the sober reminder on that. All right. Well, that's our morning broadcast. We'll be back again later on this afternoon.
Stay safe. Till then.